Hey everybody, welcome back to Roleplay Blades. We're in our final hour, episode 9.
So after that scene, I honestly felt like making fart noises to depressurize the situation.
Lighten the mood. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
he's dead.
The human cost of being assassins has been put on camera for our show. But we leave that behind, and I think what probably makes sense is a scene rather than just glossing over it. I think it makes sense for us to have a little mirror scene in our TV show. Like the first scene was holding Grace in an interrogation car, and now maybe there's like a sort of coda here, which is like the group with Grace again, but in the circumstances have changed. You're business partners. You're having this more equitable relationship. So maybe it's at a place of her choosing to kind of like,
the exchange?
Flip the script a little. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we agreed on the Three Stooges. Is that?
Oh yeah, Three Stooges. Right. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. That works. That's fine. Yeah. One of the bars. Did we establish anything about this place? I don't remember the details. Is it like upper class, lower class kind of bar?
I don't know that we ever truly said.
I don't think we did. I'm thinking it's I'm thinking it's in Silk Shore. That's Grace's stomping grounds. It's that district is the most canaled district. Like there's like dozens and dozens of this like web of very narrow little canals and stuff. Everything like every single building is kind of on the water. So maybe after all this, maybe it's an evening and a day passes, which in Duskwall like it is just a dim little purplish orange light weakly in the sky, briefly through the clouds, and then it fades. But maybe we sort of cut to the Three Stooges, this place abutting a very narrow canal in Silk Shore with banners. They have like 3 orange banners blowing in the doorway that you walk through. And they each have a sort of crude caricature of a political figure of Duskwall that maybe changes with the times as a commentary on Duskvalian politics. The Three Stooges are whoever's unpopular in city government right now. There's these like crude cartoons of them on the banners. And inside is the mix of clientele, the people visiting Silk Shore to partake in one of their many brothels and drug dens that is very well known for, and then the sort of working class of gondoliers and delivery people that call Silk Shore home. They all have little like personal little boats, and they're like couriers and cargo operators, like individual, like bike messengers essentially, but in Duskwall you have a little boat instead. So the place is pretty much full, and drinks are being served. There's a little band playing of a fiddle player and a tambourine, and you guys are in there. And
No.
No,
Just me?
Just Careless.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I missed that detail of the exchange.
I said I would meet her to get the book.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so would you like to already be there, or would you like to arrive after her?
Either way, it's just
Okay.
he's meeting her.
All right, so let's say you're already there, and the room is somewhat lively. There's music. There's a couple people kind of awkwardly dancing. There's no dance floor. There's some off-duty minks, are what they are called in Duskwall, sex workers, that are still being kind of propositioned by the people here. But there's a little pocket, I think. There's like a dead zone at a table around Careless where the mirth and camaraderie and socialization has a clear boundary. No one, maybe people initially tried to sort of engage with you, but in the few minutes that you've been here, that hasn't really worked out for them. So Careless is, I don't know if you're awkwardly sitting there kind of staring into the middle distance, but no one is really like palling up with you.
He's trying to be as indiscriminate as possible. So obviously, I'm not like going to disguise levels, but he has his jacket collar popped up. He's sitting in the corner. If there was a light there, he's muffed it out. He's just quiet.
All right, so no one even would approach you then. You're clearly just like staying to yourself. Okay, gotcha. So Grace comes in, and it takes her like 5 minutes to get across the room. She's glad-handing people. Someone pulls her aside and like desperately whispers to her, and she sort of pats them on the shoulder, like, "No, you're still going to be working for me." And she's like a mini celebrity, and she finally like disengages with all of these interactions and makes her way over to the table, and throws down. She has a little like leather valise slung on her shoulder. She takes it off and throws it down casually on the table, and says, she takes off her hat. "You, Mr. Firm, are a man of your word, and I like that. I like that a lot. And you'll find I am a woman of my word. There's your book, and the deal is done."
Carlos has a big smile, and he reaches across, opens it, he takes the book out and looks at it and says, "Now, Aldo told me what this is."
"I know you didn't."
And he says, "What is this book again? Just to make sure this is the correct one."
"That would be the book of a girl named Belle. A diary, in fact, which, as a woman of honor, I have certainly not read. Untouched since the day I got it, but precious to a certain large man that we both know. So..."
Grace, you are a woman of your word. And as such, I believe the final touch of this deal is I owe you a special drink. And he like motions to the server or whatever.
The server, she sees your emotion and then like looks at Grace, and Grace like,
well, it's prearranged. He would have
"Oh, you want to do a little..."
he has drinks ready for them.
You have drinks?
One of which may or may not include something else.
Yeah, okay. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. And also, like, I'm just as Zeke, I'm curious to know why you didn't like get our help with this, because it would have been easier for one of us on the outside to have like poured in the drink, have it waiting and ready, that kind of shit.
A lot about Careless is about to be revealed.
Sure.
Oh,
Cool.
So this was essentially a little secret operation. We can get
in plain sight. I told them, and like, let's say they questioned me. They're like, you want us to back you up or something like that.
That was my question. Yeah.
He would have said, the deal that I made with this woman that works in secrecy and works on information is that I would go. I am to do this, although I trust that your emotions might take over the best of you, so it's best that I act as a buffer. I will do this thing for you, though, as my word to you was that I will get you this book.
All right.
So I guess sorry, Zeke, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I just said, all right, I believe you.
I was just gonna say, this seems like an open question to the group now. Like, Runen, Miss Cataby, how do you guys feel about this? Like, as a business practice, Careless is above board. He's like, I'm gonna go do something with this person we made a deal with, and apparently it's like not a secret, really. What do you guys think?
I don't care.
You don't care? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't think it would affect me.
Okay. Cool. So you've got everyone's buy-in, Careless. And so tell me how. Maybe there's a flashback moment here. The bar brings over the drinks, and then we see the distinctive glasses, and then we flash back to this thing Careless did.
What were you gonna say, Zeke?
Oh, I kind of wanted to because this may sound weird, and I really don't mean it to be like meta or outside of the game or whatever, but
fine.
Careless has gone a long time, as far as I know. Maybe not a long time, but he had no part in the killing of this. So I'm wondering if I would be suspicious because he always wants to be part of the killing. Or he finds someone to kill during the job. So I'm wondering if I would be like, if that would flag me or not.
It might. My only counter argument for you to consider for your character, by the way, because you do what you want to do, but was that he asked you specifically if her living mattered as long as we got the book.
Oh yeah, okay. So that completely allays everything. I'm just assuming that you're going to do something, probably kill her, and I'll just stay out of it.
Okay.
Yep. Because curiosity would make me kind of like question you or follow you, but now that my curiosity is sated, I don't need to do anything.
Yeah, that's part of why I asked you.
Cool. Yep. Thank you for reminding me.
I think Myth is still technically like following her, so when she arrives, Myth is like around somewhere.
Fair enough.
But that's the only sort of loose end we have, I think. So, you want to tell us, Jeff, when we see the distinctive glasses, the flashback, where you're committing a crime of some sort?
I think as he like signals over to her, it like goes in reverse to him kind of casing the joint and getting the feel that, and asking a couple of questions, but not super pointed questions, finding out that this is her place. So he kicks himself a little bit that he chose a spot that she's super familiar with, because that's not exactly what he wanted to do. But found one of the like barmaids or someone like that, maybe a little bit lower rung than the actual bartender itself. And if there is only a bartender, you can tell me that too.
There's a bar worker, a young man who like serves the drinks and cleans the place.
He just says, "I'm going to be celebrating something tonight. I have a special drink in store. I need you to bring me these 2 drinks and these 2 cups, because it's to celebrate." And then in one of them is like the fluid already or whatever.
Gotcha.
Just has a pour right in front of him and then says, "Just put it on a tray, and when I signal you, bring him on over."
So I think Careless is a smart man, a wily. I think you know that the linchpin here is going to be when this guy brings them over and sees that it's Grace. You really need him to not show anything on his face or like realize like, oh shit, what have I got myself into? Oh no, like anything like that.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just spitballing here. You tell me how you want to approach it, but maybe the flashback is it's not so much like slipping the stuff in the drink, like that's easy. It's more taking control of this guy in such a way that he's not gonna mess up your little maneuver.
Yeah. Well, I'm a man of the dice. I think I command him, but I'd like to see where that lies.
Yeah. So I think what I was just about to say was before the flashback, Grace gestures to this guy, and the guy like gives her the nod. And what's probably happening in her mind is she's like, "Bring me the usual," and he's going right away. And then he brings him over, and she eyeballs him, and that's the moment where we see the effect of Careless's command. She looks at him, and what's on his face in the moment? Is he like calm and cool because you've terrified him, or does he give it away?
Feels pretty desperate, right?
Yes, it is definitely desperate. This is the deal is riding on this to some extent. I mean, like maybe entirely.
Well, how it goes down, yeah. Great effects.
Yeah, because this is for all the marbles, right? You're getting her to drink it or not, right? There's no middle ground, I think.
I'm gonna push myself.
Okay.
Push it.
6.
You're always ahead of me on the roll. I'm always like, well, let's talk about the bam.
No, you don't want no devil bargain.
I don't want
Keep your devil's bargain.
I don't want any of your. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So in the moment, we see she looks at him, and he's just like, ding. like smooth and normal, because you put the fear of whatever the fuck careless, shark-toothed, freaky dude into him more than whatever camaraderie he has with Grace.
Mm-hmm.
So he delivers, and she looks at him, and she looks at you, and everything's normal. And Grace is Grace, right? She knows, once again, it's another banner day being Grace. Everything goes your way. You're never in any trouble. Everyone does what you want. Hooray, hooray. She smirks at you and raises her glass, and down.
I toast. I say, to our health.
Boom. She drinks it down. Mark your XP for your...
oh, right.
Resolve? Yeah, resolve.
And I think what is not seen, you can stop me if this is... If anywhere needs to be complicated. But I think the explanation mechanically for everyone is that Careless is like, oh, she's had too much to drink. I'll take care of her. But he just says it to... He doesn't draw a lot of attention. She just, falls forward or whatever after a little while, and then he hauls her out of there. Quietly.
Yeah, I think we let it ride, right? It was desperate. Everything rode on that. Like, you could have been surrounded by her cohorts and dragged out of here, but you won. So it went your way, and I don't think we need to roll again, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That was for all the marbles. So yeah.
So she doesn't wake up because it doesn't knock her out, but he covers her up, and she can't control her body at all, obviously.
Yeah.
But we come to, and we're inside of that room, underneath a certain place.
The room.
The
bad room.
And I think we can come from her like glossy-eyed, coming into focused vision, and it's Careless like carefully closing, or not carefully, but closing the door, taking off his jacket, and then he's picking up a couple of things, and he's fiddling, and he's like, oh! He's like, Grace, you're awake. Or coming to, either one. I'm not sure how that drug works. I paid good money for it, though. I hope it didn't take away too much of your feelings. I'll take that as a thank you. That's more than kind, of course. It's my pleasure to carry you here. Grace, I'm going to get right to the point. Grace, it's rude to mumble. I need you to give me the floor for a minute here. Look, I'm going to be very direct with you. This book, fantastic. The exchange, wonderful. You knowing certain things about me, and I assume the big dark secret is that I may or may not have killed my former crew. Can you just give me a wink with one or both of your eyes if we're close?
You're gonna die.
Okay. I think that's about enough. So I did kind of lean into this, and it's important that you understand that such secrets are obviously not meant to be out in the open. I also, and this, you're going to appreciate this, I'm a man that kind of just likes to see things burn. I want to see what happens when you die and all the dominoes come toppling over. Call me a sadist, it's some word term the kids are using. I don't understand it, but basically what it boils down to is I like pain. Now, and he like turns around and he pulls up the wooden cage with the rats, and he goes, now you may not be familiar with this, Grace, but you are a rat. And there's no better way. There's just simply no better way for this to go down than as God intended it, as it were. And he kind of walks over and he puts the wooden cage on her chest. And he says, did you know that did you know that the desperation of a rat with a fire above its head, it'll dig through literally anything. Anything. I think that's fascinating. And he goes out and he gets it. He has like a little torch or whatever, to light the room.
Yeah.
And he's like, Grace, it's been good doing business with you, but unfortunately for you, a rat's gotta go. I can't have this secret out in the open. It's been a pleasure knowing you. And he lights the top of the cage.
Damn.
Yep.
And then I guess I just roll for my vice.
I think you do. Welcome to Careless's downtime, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't get bonus dice,
into
right?
the story.
It's natural. No, I do for my thing. My ability, right?
Do you get a bonus die device? I don't remember, actually.
It says +1. Which one is it? Tough as nails. When you roll prowess, you get what, +1 dice?
Yeah. Is prowess the thing you roll for vice? Is that your lowest attribute?
Oh, it has to be your lowest?
Yeah.
That's insight's my lowest. I only have one there.
Yeah. Then you don't. No.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Indulge vice. Submit. A 3?
Clear 3 stress.
Okay, and I'll spend my second action doing the same.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
this is a double vice kind of situation.
Yeah.
Well, you got 2 rats.
A 1.
Wow.
Okay.
Not great.
No, not great.
1 dice per rat.
Maybe not.
Yeah, tells you not great.
Before I pass on the torch, as it were. No, I'm just kidding. I think I do need to role play the scene of talking to Aldo.
I agree.
Okay, so just. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Go
ahead. Just kind of make my way back as any other night, and I come in the door, and the weirdest. Go ahead.
One quick thing, Jeff.
Yeah.
John, did you read what I sent you?
Sorry, Zeke. I didn't see it.
Okay.
I think you should do whatever you want right here. React how you want. You have. Yeah. That's
why I asked you to do it, so I didn't have to make that decision. God damn it!
If you want me to do it, I'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah, I want you.
All right.
Because I like I said, I want surprises.
So, we cut away from horrible rat torture to book delivery. Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh boy.
I'm sure there's more fucking to it.
All right. Go
ahead. So yeah, he comes in, and it's it's been raining out or whatever, and he kind of flicks off his body, and what would probably immediately you would notice is that for the first time maybe ever he's not smiling. He's looking really fucking stony, dead-eyed. And he says, "Aldo, may I talk to you?"
Of course. What's with the sourpuss?
It'll have to be private. I'll explain it there. And he kind of like leads you up into his bedroom, which is like a stack of fucking books and maybe a sheet or something. And he walks in front of you and walks in first and turns around and his hands are clasped behind his back. And he says, "Aldo, I met with Grace, and I need you to know that the proper punishment was delegated, but she dealt in riddles. I know where your book is. I know who has it, but she did not have your book. She claims, in an exchange of ultimatums, she owed an entity a favor, and the cost was essentially your soul, as they think it is. Have you heard of a name by the name of Satara the Demon?"
Now hold on one second. That was a straight up lie, right?
Yep.
Now, is there anything that would twinge me or not?
I don't know.
Your answer, bud.
No, I'm wondering if he rolls something to convince me, or I roll something to against his lie.
You have to roll a study to see if you can tell that he's lying.
Exactly. Yep.
And then he could counter roll with like a sway or something.
Okay.
Yep. It's up to you guys, like, where the line is. If Careless is doing this as a matter of course, expecting Aldo to take him at his word, and Aldo doesn't and studies him, then that's the one roll. If Careless wants to be smooth and convincing and lie effectively, then there's a sway there, and Aldo may just go along with it. Or it's both. You could both roll.
I'll tell you what. PC versus PC is hard, Zeke. I'll give you the initiative. It's your choice.
Well, the reason why I think that I should roll for this and not just let it pass is because I rolled to see if Grace was telling the truth earlier, and I confided with Miss Cataby, and Miss Cataby confirmed it as well.
Yes.
So we had a read on her that said, this is it. She's probably telling the truth. We're pretty goddamn sure about it. And now that he's saying that he doesn't have it, that I think that might really.
Let me add one last part because I was going to add one more part.
Okay, please do.
So he maybe there's a pregnant silence where you are beginning to perhaps consider the study. And he says, Aldo, I promised you that I would deliver you the book from this woman. I have essentially failed you. I'm not used to this. I don't usually fail. Where I come from, when you fail, you die. I would like to offer you my life right now in penance. If you choose not to take my life, then I will do everything I can to help you to obtain this book from that who I just named. The choice is yours.
Now, who did you just name? What was her name again?
Satara the demon.
Satara the demon. Now, is that a person or an actual demon?
John?
Do I know this?
I don't think you've ever heard that name before. No.
Okay.
It's possible, but it would be pretty weird for you to have heard that. So you just got a Ghost Fighter and a tune for the first time. We've kind of seen Aldo not be very versed in that stuff, right? So I think given that, you probably have never heard that before. Yeah.
Okay.
It would be strange if you had. So what I'm hearing here is, Zeke, it's up to you. If you just want to roll with this as Aldo, then we roll with it. But otherwise, I'm feeling a sway roll from Careless here because he's laying it on. He's really or Consort or something along those lines.
Well, and also I had a question as far as the disposal of Grace without getting paid doesn't seem like something Careless would do.
Yeah. So it could be both, right? If you're actually suspicious and Careless is actually trying to bluff you, then you should definitely both roll. That's how we should do it.
Okay. Study position.
Jeff, what's the position for Aldo seeing your lie here? How bad will the consequences?
This is where it's interesting. It's purely how he wants to play it. If he thinks I'm lying, but then decides to play it cool, that's different. If he says I'm lying and he violently attacks me, that's also very different. So I think it's up to Zeke to interpret all of this.
All right, I'll ask it another way then, Zeke. How much effect do you want? Do you want to see through this lie and really get understand things, or are you just I want to sense that Careless isn't being honest with me? Do you want limited effect? Do you want great effect? How hard are you going to push?
I think with these being the stakes, I think I want great effect.
Okay. Desperate then.
Okay.
And Jeff, you could be swaying or consorting. I see both because it's playing off of his friendship or,
Well, I got a 0 in both, John. So honestly, it's your choice.
There you go. Either one. But in terms of the fiction, are you hoping he'll believe a lie, or are you trading on your sort of relationship with Aldo?
No, he believes he's feeding him a false truth.
Okay, so it's technically sway then.
Is this desperate?
I think it's desperate for you. You're straight-faced lying to your cohort and your crew about the thing he cares about most in the world. I think that's desperate.
And it's great.
Is that fair, Zeke? For great effect, if he hits it, he'll actually he could actually fool you. Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
here's the reason why I'm not pushing myself or anything like that or asking for devil's bargain, because I want to believe him. I want to believe that this guy I've done murders with is not fucking lying to me.
How much do you want to leave him? Do you want to assist him and give him a bonus die?
No. I mean, wanting to believe him and helping fool myself are two different things.
Right. That's my question. Like, how deep?
Yeah, I'm not willing to fool myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll roll first.
Okay.
Not good. No, we're not great.
That's a success, though.
With complications.
Do you want to push yourself, Jeff? So you have one die to roll?
Yeah, I'm going to push myself.
Okay. Do you want a devil's bargain?
Yeah, what do you got, John?
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, it's one or the other for pushing. I'm sorry. I'm so used to the team thing that there's like...
Oh, tell me the devil's bargain then. Yeah, sure.
Instead of pushing?
When you push yourself at a 0, it normally is 2 dice take the lowest. Is that 2 dice just normal then?
You'll actually get one die to roll.
Oh.
So, yeah, it improves your odds a lot, actually, going from 0 to 1.
The single D6, motherfucker? Is that
right.
what it is?
That's right. I don't have a good...
The Miss Cataby in me right now is on fucking fire about that.
You should just put yourself. I can't. I don't have a good devil's bargain for you.
God damn it.
Oh, mama.
Oh! That is a straight up fail.
Yep.
Well, given
two.
the...
Take your XP.
Yeah, take your XP.
Oh, yeah.
For desperate or failing?
For desperate.
Yeah, okay.
So, given the nature of the rolls here, Aldo wins with a complication or a concession or something, and Careless's lie does not fly. So I think it's in your corner, Zeke. Like you know he's lying. You push for great effect. So like you get the sense that you tell me if this is way out of bounds, Jeff. But I think you get the sense that he has the book.
Oh.
I mean, I think if I roll a 1, I don't get to really say anything. You get it whatever you want.
Okay. All right. I think that's the vibe you're getting from Careless. Like, this is all fabrication. He did go to the meeting. You knew she was going to hold up her end, so that must mean he has it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only conclusion you could draw from this.
Yep.
Everything he said is basically... Well, not everything, but at least what he said about Grace is a lie. And I think the concession, obviously here, if this is okay with you, Zeke... Careless, you can tell, like, you're not blindsided by this. Like, you can tell that Aldo knows that like it doesn't work. You don't think like, oh, he believes me, and Aldo's like, yes. Like Aldo can't fool you at this point. He sees through your lie, and you can tell that he sees.
Okay, I think then with that, so the silence continues. He looks me up and down. And then Careless with his hands clasped behind his back, not smiling. He's like staring into your eyes and you're staring into his. And then...
I have something to say.
What's that?
I have something to say.
Well, I'm not saying something, but I think let me just do this and then you say something.
Okay.
As you're about to say something, the corners of his lips start to curl up and he starts to smile. Go ahead.
No. Mr. Firm, I respect you. I know you respect me in your way. When I was a boy, growing up on the streets, for the most part, I had a friend or two. I had someone tell me that you give someone a chance to make right. You don't just fly off the handle. You give them a chance to make right if they make a mistake, because you would like for your mistake to have the same opportunity. So, I'm giving you the chance right now to make this right. Because if you don't, well, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
And I think as you say that, his hands come out from behind his back and he clasps them in front of him. And now he's got it's the same smile he always has, just a big grin on his face. And he says, Aldo, I, pardon my French, estimated the fuck out of you. And I feel ashamed. You are completely correct. I 100% lied to you just now. And he goes over to his bed, which is not a bed, it's a stack of books. And he pulls out one of the books, and he walks over to you, and he's real close to you, and he hands it to you and says, this is yours. The reason I lied to you, and you can walk away now if you don't want to hear it, but I need your help. And I was afraid. No, I'm going to stop lying. I wasn't afraid, but I was concerned that my ability to enforce my will would be diminished without your power behind me. Satara the Demon is my book. It's my Spurlock. It's my Suker. It's actually more than that. I need it to die. And I need your help for that. And I was afraid, again, this is the second time I've made that mistake. I was not afraid, but I was concerned I would not have the ability to do that without you. Now, I lied to you, Aldo. There's no coming back from that. And I will allow you, of course, to judge me accordingly. But that is the truth, what I've just said to you, and I would not deign to lie to you again because you would see through it. The book is yours. Big smile.
Okay. I take the book gently, and I look at Careless, and I say, Careless, I want you to hear something. And I don't know if you've ever heard it before. It doesn't seem like you have. But despite everything we've been through and how we communicate and whatnot, I want you to know that I consider you a friend. And where I come from, friends do things for each other without asking too many questions. So I can forgive this. You made it right. We are square. Our bill is nil. So you can just take my answer for a yes with this demon character, and we'll just let this one go. Does that sound all right to you? And I put up my hand.
He quickly takes it, and for like the first time ever, his other hand comes over it and says, like he, both hand clasps, he says, Aldo, I think I'm beginning to understand you. And I promise. You know what? What does a promise mean from a lie right now? Just know that I respect you as well.
All right. Well, I say we bring the other people in here. Well, we go out there and we decide how to take care of this fucking demon guy or gal or whatever.
His smile broadens.
Scene.
And
Nice.
Well played, Zeke. Well fucking played, man.
Very good stuff. Just to insert myself as the GM here for a moment, just to be very explicit. I know that was beautiful, but I want to do it. Everything you said after the roll, Jeff, was true, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because Aldo could tell. So I just wanted to.
Oh no, that's how I played it.
I just wanted that's what I was getting to, but I just wanted to make that explicit for everyone, just to show like you lost, Aldo won. He saw through your lies, and you told him the truth, and he knows you were being honest. He knows for sure that everything you said after that
That's actually why I corrected the word fear, because I was just like grammatically what I was saying, but he actually was not afraid of that, but he was just purely trying to manipulate him. And
I think it was obvious in the role play, but I just wanted to sort of do the business of saying, explicitly to everybody.
No ambiguity there.
Yep. Sweet. So yeah, we don't have like a lot of time left, so I'm kind of feeling like that's not a bad place to wrap up and do XP.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Miss Caterpie, if like we have more downtime to do, obviously, and stuff before next time, but
That's fine.
if you have something quick that you wanted to bang out right now, we can. But otherwise, I think that feels like a pretty good stopping point.
No, I could probably do a quick downtime when we do our next episode.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll save for that.
Is that cool, Anne? Is that okay with you? Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay. Sweet. Cool. Let's do XP then. I think we've charged the XP cannon tonight. So let's see it in action.
Oh, I didn't even bother, like, after that scene, I didn't even bother asking, like, Careless, like, well, what the fuck are we going to do about Grace now that she's dead? And the fallout.
You could say, oh, yeah. Well, the death thing. Yeah, I was just going to say, because mechanically he did say to you she's been punished accordingly. And
yeah. Well, I'm just glad as a GM that you did this at the end of the session, so I have a whole week to plot out all the stuff that happens when Grace dies. Instead of doing it at the beginning, because I don't. It's too much to track.
And I trust you to be fair, but I do want to stress that while this was a public place, he again did everything he could to keep himself nondescript.
No, I mean I think it's purely all the stuff that happens.
Yeah, it's fallout.
Like all of her contingencies and everything all come to fruition now. So that'll be fun. Sweet. All right. Well, let's go.
Well, and also she said she had shit on Rune and Miss Caterpie, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
She did.
Well, we're gonna have to take care of that shit, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah, can't have trails. That's not okay.
Stuff is coming out. Careless has pulled the pin, and you can't put it. Actually, no. The grenade has gone off. It's it's further down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
No.
Oh, I didn't even think like Rune and Caterpie might have words if they find out that Firm killed her.
Sure.
Well, I didn't even get to like role play any of it because she said she had stuff on us, but I didn't get to ask her about it or anything before she's just gone now. So
hypothetically, yeah. Now, and for me, it's actually blessing in disguise.
Well,
in fact, that will be a part of my downtime.
Every time her life's in danger, she just levels up. So this will be great.
Yeah, and flashbacks are always a thing. This is something that we talk about in this game all the time. Like just when someone dies or leaves the game, like you can still do scenes with them. You just have to do them in the past. So
shit, and you can talk to dead people anyways, man.
Yeah, well, that's a factor for sure. We will see what happens there.
That would be kind of cool.
Cool. Okay, let's do XP. Let's go around clockwise, I guess. Zeke, start with you.
Okay. Violence, coercion. I dealt with cop and Grace with violence, or cop with violence and Grace with coercion.
Yep.
So I'll take 2 for that. And then drives and motivations, I gotta take 2 for that.
Of course.
And 0 on the vice.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 for me.
Sweet. Nice and easy. And
0 for everything. I didn't do anything.
0 for everything? What? No.
I didn't roll a desperate action. I didn't address a knowledge with arcane power. All I did was get the poison or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No beliefs, drives, heritage, background. I didn't talk to Grace, and I didn't do any vice, anything.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go because I'm pretty fast. I think I only had one. Address the challenge with conspiracy or calculation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that. I mean, unless like the second one, just if expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, and just like being a spider counts, because I definitely played the spider role in all of it, and sort of keeping out of the dirty work and focusing more on a task that would assist that is not necessarily the dirty work. So you tell me, John.
I mean, it's up to you. Like if so, the first one is sort of the spider thing, right? Conspiracy and calculation. But if the second one, if that is Miss Cataby's sort of drive or belief,
yeah, I guess it's. I mean, obviously, I love information. Maybe not as much as gambling, but to me, that's like my second favorite currency. So it's, I guess, a question of whether or not like the assist with the, hey, in fact, I would say from a spider background, yes. Okay. If not at least the one. So I would say 2. I think 2 XP.
I think that's fair. Because you're telling us like who Miss Cataby really is, and it sounds like that's who she really is. Like that's important to her.
I think like manipulation is as great as winning a big pot to Miss Cataby. So, if she has to get her hands dirty, she will. But like, frankly, if she can shape the odds so that our team then that's just as good. So yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, great.
Oh, wait, hang on. Whoa. Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on. Everyone is getting at least 1 XP for beliefs tonight. Because, maybe possibly 2. Because I put 2 things to the group tonight, which were kill this guy who doesn't deserve it for free, for Aldo's benefit only. And you guys expressed your character's beliefs tonight, and we're like, yeah, that's fine. We're in this together. We're not just mercenaries. We're not just doing it for money. We care about each other. If this only helps Aldo, we're still willing to do it. That's sure. Totally a belief thing. And the other time when I was like, hey, Careless comes to you guys and is like, by the way, I'm doing this thing. I'm being upfront about it. I'm going to go off and meet her right now. And you guys are all like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, fine, sure. That totally counts too, because those were 2 places for me as the GM where I was like fishing for trouble to see if there was a fracture in the group or if like something was amiss or, and it was all just the ongoing story of this crew is we're not individuals that are out for ourselves, even though it seems like we are. Every time that comes up, you guys are like, no, we're in this together. We're in this together. So
yeah, so you're saying like from now on, like beliefs, drives, and all that kind of shit can be associated with the group's beliefs and drives.
I think I would say it's becoming the group's thing, but it's still like as individuals, you share this common. You're all in alignment on this point. One of you isn't an outlier, which would also be interesting too. But yeah, I think I'm feeling 2 XP for beliefs tonight because I as a GM definitely pushed that twice in the game to see if there was going to be a point of friction over those things, and it wasn't. It was you clearly demonstrated, no, we believe in our fellow scoundrels, and it's not just no one was like, yeah, we'll do this, but we need to get paid. It can't just be for Aldo's benefit. Like no one said that. And that's a belief. It seems like it isn't because it's like a non-action, but you should get XP for that.
Okay.
Anyway. So take 2 XP for the beliefs line. If you not 2 more, but just 2 total for that line on your XP.
Cool.
Everyone should get that. Cataby. I think, yeah. Did we finish? We finished you.
Yeah. I think we're good. I am gonna take an upgrade.
Oh, nice.
So I did level. I can talk about it at the next thing, but I've been waiting because I know exactly what I'm going to take.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Careless Farm, last but not least. Fastest XP in the West. Go.
Yeah, I think it's obvious too for violence. Hard too for expressed beliefs, drives, and heritage. And I think for one of the first times, by the way, a solid 2 for dealing with my vice and trauma. I was cold as ice, baby.
You betrayed someone who could have been a powerful asset, murdered her, tortured her to death. Yes, I think that cold is the perfect word for what you did.
And let me just say, it's so fun role-playing because it's hard as fuck to lie to someone like Zeke, who both is cool in person, not that we're lying in person, but also your character's like so goddamn lovable that I'm like, I fully planned on hiding that book and just saying that demon has it and we got to go kill him. That's tough. Anyways.
Nice.
I'm going to put 4 in resolve so I can have 1 in sway because I'm going to lie better next time. And then 2 more in resolve.
When do we get a fucking? Because I know we're gonna have to deal with the fallout from this, but like Skurlock has been on our fucking list for like 10 episodes.
I think he's next, man. To be honest with you,
he might be next. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe she had something on him. He's distracted enough for us to fuck him up.
All right, I'm going to make a note for Crew XP, but I think we should do shoutouts and wrap up. We're running close on time.
Cool.
Zeke, you want to start us off?
Sure. What up, everybody? Ezekiel III here, variety broadcaster here on Twitch. I want to give a big thank you to everyone involved with this. Man, what a weird and emotional episode this was for me personally. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of going out on a limb and getting a little below the surface rather than, keeping it light. I hope you guys had fun. I broadcast at noon Pacific, usually every day, except Fridays. And you can catch me on my channel or Twitter or YouTube, Ezekiel_III for all of them. That's all I got.
Nice. Anne?
Hey everyone, AnneMunition here. I am also a variety broadcaster. I stream basically daily on twitch.tv/AnneMunition. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff under the same name. I will not be streaming after this. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm starting at Mass Effect 2 for the first time. I just finished the first one. And then I'll be at PAX South. So if you guys are going to be there, I will be there this weekend. Thanks for watching.
Cool. djWHEAT.
Yes, hello.
What are you doing?
I am filling my e-cig, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Thank you. Jeff, what are you laughing at over there, buddy? Thanks for joining us. As always, I very much enjoy this. I want to remind everyone that we've got a very special live role play coming up soon. It is going to be a swan song show, and I won't lie. I'm really fucking excited for it. So hopefully you know about that news. You've been keeping track of it. I'm stoked for it. But as always, thank you to the players and, of course, the GM for this. You know where to find me. djWHEAT everywhere. I'll be on Twitch weekly this Friday. I won't be joining you at PAX South this year, unfortunately, but I'll see you at East.
No Twitch Town Hall with Wheat?
Aaron Aurelian has got the reins.
She's taking over? Nice.
Yes, this is Aaron's second town hall, so she'll rock it. She'll rock it, I'm sure.
Nice. JF.
Thank you, Jan. Awesome show. Thank you, everybody. I was really excited about a lot of the revelations that came out of this, and the plot thickens, as it were. And that's not a joke about Day 9. Terrible.
That was bad.
There's no coming back. I don't even know what to say. I should just. Anyways,
Sean's laughing really loud right now, though. You know he is.
Yeah.
Sick.
Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all that stuff is InControLtv. I'm currently streaming the shit out of XCOM 2, Long War 2, because I'm obsessed. In the very near future, the only other thing I'd like to add, other than what these lovely people already said, because I just agree with all of it, is that in a few weeks, probably early February, we can't give you a firm date just yet. We're waiting until it's 100%. But Fanboys will air. It's just a show with Marcus and I and a guest, and we're going to be yapping at you all about movies, shows, comics, a lot like what these fine role play shows have at the beginning of the show, because that's where the idea was born, and that's where it comes from. So hopefully, if you like that kind of thing, you'll check it out. It'll be on the Twitch channel, and it's done with Twitch, so it'll be really, really sick and cool. And we'll let you know more about it when it starts happening. That's it.
Can't wait.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm John Harper. I'm the GM here. You can find me online, John_Harper on Twitter, and 17design.com if you want to look at my free RPGs. Blades in the Dark is very, very close to done. Next Monday will be the digital release of the PDF versions of the game, and then a couple weeks after that, it goes to the printer. And
Congrats, by the way.
out for real. Thank you.
Yes.
You.
Can't wait, man.
Fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Me too. I'm super psyched, and it's been supported super well by everybody. So I can't thank everyone enough, including this group here, spreading the love for Blades in the Dark and showing it off to everybody. It's super fun. So thank you again for all that, and we will see you guys next week. I believe we'll be back next Tuesday to do more blading for you. You can head over to itmeJP community to the Q&A for tonight's episode if you want to ask us any questions. Jeff last time asked for 70, I believe, and I think that got crushed pretty quickly. So maybe we can hit 100 this week if you guys want to really bang it out. And feel free to ask me questions or anybody in the cast if you want to at them in the thread. They'll probably be happy to jump in and talk about their characters and stuff. One thing that we will not ask, I know everyone loves to ask it, but we won't answer what is going to happen next time. That's one of the things we will not answer. So you can ask it again if you want to, but we will continue not to tell you. Anything else is pretty much fair game.
Well, it kind of forces you to be a liar then if you answer it. It's like, because this never, ever goes the way you think.
That's right. This was a super fun session, you guys. It was unpredictable as always. We never know where the spotlight's going to fall or how the story's going to play out, but it was cool to see some revelations and some setup for future jobs tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. Satara the Demon. Oof, man. It's a big fish. It's gonna be rough. And very fun. So yeah, that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Peace.